Hello everyone, welcome back to another Super Mario Bros. Wonder Japanese comparison video. We're going to finish up the Fluffy Mountain in this one by taking Bowser Jr. out of the palace. We also have one last break time and a little shopping to do. As always, this game is being played completely in Japanese mode, and throughout the video, we'll be translating the original on-screen Japanese text one step at a time. For each line, we'll rewrite the text using proper kanji and katakana where appropriate, show the Romaji reading, then break everything down by individual word to look at literal meaning, grammar, and any interesting nuances that may not fully come across in English. The new kanji that appeared during this video will also be added to a growing kanji archive linked down in the video description, where each kanji links back to the first clip where it appeared so you can review and study them later. And just like always, hiragana will appear in white, katakana in brown, and kanji in blue. Repeated text and common prompts may go a little faster so we can keep the pace moving, but I'll stop for anything especially interesting, unusual, or different. All right, let's make our way towards Moku Moku Kozan no Palace. Our first pit stop today is called Choto Hitoiki Kaiten Shashureru, localized in English as break time, zip go round. So first we have Choto, meaning a little or briefly, then Hitoiki. This one's written in kanji, hito meaning one, and iki meaning breath. So together, hito-iki literally means one breath. But as a compound, hito-iki means a breather, a short rest, or taking a quick pause. So choto-hito-iki basically becomes take a little breather. Then we get kaiten. This one uses kai, meaning turn, rotate, or go around, and then ten, meaning revolve, roll, or spin. So together, kaiten means rotation or spinning. That idea gets carried into the English go-round part of the title. Then finally we have dashureru. Reru is a katakana, borrowing of the English word rail, and dash from the English word dash. Nintendo uses that word here for these connected sliding rail mechanisms in the stage. So the Japanese title overall is something like take a little breather, rotating dash rails. Meanwhile, the English localization, break time, zip go round, takes the same core ideas, but makes them sound more playful and movement focused. Next up, we have this level tip. If this sounds familiar, it's because we actually had the exact same text in a previous video when we obtained the badge from the Poplin shop. So we'll keep this one a little quicker. First we have fuki. This uses the kanji fu, meaning return or restore, and ki, meaning return home or go back. So together, fuki means recovery or return. Then of course, jampu, just jump. So the badge itself is basically recovery jump or return jump. Then the description says, ana, meaning holes, Doknuma, that uses doku, meaning poison, and numa, meaning swamp or marsh. So together we get poison marsh. Then yogan, meaning lava. After that we get niochiru tabi. Ochiru means to fall, and tabi means each time, or whenever. So every time you fall into, and then ichido dake. Ichi is one. Do is a counter for occurrences or times. So ichido means one time, and dake means only. So together, only once. And finally, jampu de modota koreru. Modoru means return, and koreru is the potential form of kuru, meaning to be able to come back. So altogether, the tip means each time you fall into a pit, poison swamp, or lava, you can jump back only once. Pretty simple little game here. Just got to hit this question mark. And now everything goes crazy. That little flower having a good time. Woohoo! Yeehaw! And get all the coins. And then there it is. We got the Wonder Seed, and it's done. So, not too much to that one. All right, let's carry on. As I mentioned, got to do just a quick little bit of shopping. When I visited this general store before, I did not have enough purple coins. And you'll notice I'm not really bothering with the text. It's in a previous video. But I did want to get that Wonder Seed, because I was not quite rich enough for it last time. So, see you later! Now it's time to hit the castle. Let's use these Wonder Seeds to knock these piranha plants out of the way. Don't use them anymore. And let's enter this new level. The final palace. Finally, we've reached Moku Moku Kozan Palasu, localized in English as Fluff-Puff Peak's Palace. First, we have Moku Moku. This is one of those playful Japanese mimetic-style names Nintendo loves using. It has this soft, fluffy cloud-like feel to it, which fits the entire Fluff-Puff Peaks area really well. Even though it's written entirely in katakana, it behaves almost like a big exaggerated sound effect or textured word. Then we get Kozan. This uses the kanji ko, meaning high or tall, and zan, meaning mountain. So together, Kozan literally means high mountain. The English localization changes that into peaks. Not literal, but it gives a more natural fantasy adventure location name in English. Finally, we have Peresu, which is a katakana borrowing of palace. So a very literal version of the Japanese title would be something like Fluffy High Mountain Palace, or maybe Palace of the Fluffy High Mountain. English localization, Fluff-Puff Peaks Palace. And honestly, Fluff-Puff in general is a really clever localization choice because it preserves both the soft texture feeling and the playful repeated rhythm of the original Japanese. Florian has something to say this time in lieu of our typical level tip. First he says, "Sa!" This is a very common encouraging expression meaning, come on, all right, or now then. Then we have Isho ni. This uses ichi, meaning one, and sho, meaning chord, connection, or togetherness. So when put together, isho means together. Then the ni marks the manner of the action, so we're doing it together. Next we get kono yama. Kono means this, and yama means mountain. Then we get a nice big long one, tori modoshimasho. This one is an interesting one because it's a compound verb. First we have tori, meaning take, then modo, meaning return. So tori modosu literally means take back or recover. Then masho is the polite volitional form, let's do it. So tori modoshimasho means let's take it back. Then we move to the second line, baji, the katakana version of badge. Then kairu, this is written with kai, which means to change. So kairu means to change. Then nara, meaning if. Then just the letter R. Next we have oshite, from osu, meaning to press. And finally, kudasai ne. Kudasai means please do, and ne softens the sentence, making it friendly or conversational. Let's take the mountain back. Please press R to change your badge. And here we are in the palace. Doki Doki Suru. So Doki Doki, heart pounding. You might remember that from Doki Doki Panic, the Japanese original game that became Super Mario 2. And then Suru, of course, means to do. So his heart is doing the pound, pound, pound. And let's continue on through the level. Looks like Bubble Mario is the guy to use here. And honestly, seems like it makes sense to me because bubbles are more powerful than you might think. They kind of take out anything that you can't normally even kill, including all the little bone guys. Of course, we have the pipes that shrink and grow. I guess that would have pushed the other Hammer Brother up, but I think I don't need that anymore. Oh yeah, there we go. Great use of Mr. Bubble. That one was gonna come out and get me. First checkpoint already. I like that they could take out the fireballs. That's definitely something you can't normally do. Ooh, how do I get that? When they squish down? Does not look like it. Ah, okay. Here we go. Just gotta lift it up. Oing, oing. Ooh, one of these stretchy guys. Oh, stretchy Mario is always fun. See if there's anything cool back here. Yeah, back to the checkpoint. Doesn't look like it. Who knows, maybe there have been some coins if it went all the way back. This isn't exactly a game with secret weapons or things, so I don't think there's any need to go nuts with the exploration. Ooh, sneaky fireballs.
Yikes. Some kind of stuff going on here. Down we go. Yikes. Oh, it kind of means business. Ooh, I see a flower coin. Oh, there we go. That wasn't too bad. 2 down. Oh, and here's the third one. That didn't take long. Easy as pie. Ooh. Meanies. I remember when I was a kid playing the very original Mario Brothers. The Hammer Brothers were just like the biggest nightmare bad guy that you could have. Maybe second only to Spinies. And really, probably worse than Spinies. Just the rate that they threw those hammers at and how kind of inflexible you were, and the controls were always a little clunkier. They were brutal. They've become so much more cartoony and cute now. Really need that mushroom since I've already got another bubble flower in the queue. Oh, and Bowser Jr. So he immediately starts with, omae-tachi, which simply means, you guys. Or it could also be, oh, it's you guys. First we have, just a sudden surprise reaction. So it's like, or oh. Then, omae. This is a rougher casual word for you. Bowser Jr. uses a very bratty, informal style of speech throughout the game, so omae fits his personality perfectly. It's just not a very polite way to talk. Then we get tachi. So this suffix uses to pluralize the people. So omae is you, but omae-tachi becomes you guys, or all of you. Hey, you guys. Now he says, wait, did you actually climb this mountain just to see me? First we have moshikashite. This means, could it be? Or don't tell me. It's used when somebody suddenly thinks they figured something out. Then we get boku. This is Bowser Jr.'s self-pronoun, me or I. It's a little softer, a little more boyish than something rough like ore, which fits Jr. pretty well. Then, ni ao. Ao meaning to meet. This uses the kanji a, meaning meet, so boku ni ao means to meet me. Then we have tamani. Tama means for the sake of, or for the purpose of, so boku ni ao tamani becomes for the purpose of meeting me. Then we get waza waza. This is actually a pretty important nuanced word. It means going out of your way to, or making a special effort. So Bowser Jr. is really being cocky here. Like, you came all the way here just for me. Then we get yama, meaning mountain, and nobote kita. First, noboru uses the kanji nobo, meaning climb or ascend. Then kita, from kuru, meaning to come. So together, nobote kita means came climbing, or climbed up here. And finally, no ka. This is the question explanatory ending. It gives the sentence something like, could it really be that? Kind of feeling. He keeps on talking, and still with that classic smug Bowser Jr. attitude. He's basically saying, if you want to play that badly, I'll take you on. First we have fun. This is a little scoffing sound, like or ha. Then sonani. This means that much, or so much. Then we have asobitai. This comes from asobu, meaning to play, written with the kanji aso, a very common kanji connected to play, fun, recreation, or even just wandering around. Then we have tai, which adds desire. So asobitai means want to play. Then we get nara, meaning if. So sona ni asobitai nara becomes if you want to play that badly. And then we get the first new kanji for our inventory here. It's in the compound aita. The new kanji is ai. This is a really useful kanji to learn because it appears in a ton of common words. Its main on reading is so, and it has a common kun reading of I. At its core, I carries meanings like mutual, together, partner, counterpart, or facing one another. You'll see it in a lot of compound words involving relationships or paired interaction. For example, sodan, which is consultation, Aisho, compatibility, or shusho, prime minister. In this specific word, aite, te normally means hand, but together, aite means opponent or partner. In other games or anime, aite suru often means to deal with someone or to face someone, or just to take somebody on. Then finally, we have shite yaru. It's important for tone. Yaru is a rougher, more arrogant version of do. When used towards someone else, it can sound cocky or condescending or tough guyish. So, aite shite yaru has a feeling like, I'll take you on, or I guess I'll play with you. Finally, he lets us have it with the fact that he's going to unleash an amazing wonder and crush us. First, we have sugoi, meaning amazing, incredible, or super. Then wanda, just a katakana version of wonder. And then we have okoshite. This comes from okosu, written with the kanji o, meaning rise, wake up, cause, or trigger. So here, wanda, okosu, means to cause a wonder, or to trigger a wonder effect. Then we get yatsukite yaru. This comes from yatsukaru, meaning to beat up, defeat, or take down. It's a rough and aggressive word. And once again, yaru adds that cocky, arrogant feeling. I'll do it to you. Then kara, meaning because or so. And you might also know this as from. And finally, we get the really important new word, kekugo. This is a very common and useful Japanese word, especially in anime, games, manga, and dramatic dialogue. The first kanji is keku, which is its main on reading. Common kun readings include obereru, meaning to remember, and samaru, meaning to awaken. At its core, keku has meanings connected to remembering, realizing, awareness, or awakening. You'll see it in words like kyoku, for memory, jikaku, for self-awareness, mezamaru, to awaken. Then the second kanji, go, which is also its main on reading, and a common kun reading is satoru, meaning to realize, understand, or attain enlightenment. This kanji has strong Buddhist associations, so you'll see it a lot in spiritual or philosophical vocabulary. It also appears in names like Son Goku from Dragon Ball, where Goku is this exact kanji. Also, a character in my translation of Yu Yuki, if you're looking for another game to see translated in this way. So together, kekugo literally has a feeling like awakened understanding or mental acceptance, but naturally it means resolve, preparedness, or be ready for what's coming. Then shiro, this is a command form of suru, so kekugo shiro means prepare yourself or get ready. And finally, yo, adding emphasis and attitude at the end. I'm going to trigger an incredible wonder effect and wipe you out, so you better brace yourselves.
All right, it looks like we're on, and shockingly, my bubbles aren't very effective on this particular guy, so oh well. My shoes, however, seem to do the trick. But now that he's taking a little bit of a hit, he's getting serious. Ice certainly adds a nice helpful effect here. But gave him a spank again. Oop. And now we get to play in Goop. Nothing like walking around in honey, trying to dodge a crazy shell. Oh. He's doing the Wendy Okupa thing. If you remember Mario 3 well enough, another video that you could watch in my set. Wasn't a ton of translation in that one, but the King's letters were always fun to read. Ooh. Dive! Ooh, I think I have finished his wonders. Oh no! Run away! And with that, peace is restored to Fluff-Puff Peaks, and the Grand Seed has been revealed. Now that I've got 2 of those, I should be able to take out another one of those big cloud piranhas floating around Bowser's castle. And look at that, the castle's back to its happy old self.
This one is a little bit of narration letting us know that the team is relieved to be done and taking a rest. It's basically saying, After obtaining the Grand Seed of Fluff-Puff Peaks, Mario and the others finally took a breather. First, we have Moku Moku Kozan. Again, Kozan uses the kanji ko, meaning high, and zan, meaning mountain, so high mountain. Then Grando Shido, just Grand Seed. And then we have O Teni Ireta. This is a very common Japanese expression. First te, meaning hand, then ni, and ireru, meaning to put into. So, Teni Ireru literally means put into one's hands, but naturally it means to obtain or to acquire. Then we get Mario Tachi, meaning Mario and the others. That Tachi suffix, again, pluralizes the group around Mario. Then Mo, meaning also. And finally, Hoto Hitoiki. Hoto is one of those Japanese mimetic feeling words. It gives a sense of relief, exhalation, or relaxing tension. Then Hitoiki, one breath, meaning a breather, or just a moment to relax. So together, Hoto Hitoiki basically means to breathe a sigh of relief. But immediately after that calm moment, the game hits us with, however, the road ahead will become even more difficult. First we have shikashi, meaning however, or but, a very dramatic narration-style transition word. Then konosaki, kono meaning this, and saki meaning ahead or beyond. So konosaki means ahead from here. Then michinori. This is a nice compound word. First we have michi, meaning road, path, or way. Then nori, coming from nori, related to traveling or progressing along a route. So michinori means journey or distance ahead. Then we have wa, which is the topic marker. Next is sarani, meaning even more, or further. And then finally we have kawashika naru. This comes from kawashi, meaning steep, harsh, severe, or dangerous, then naru, meaning to become. So kawashika naru means become harsher, or to grow more difficult. So altogether, the narration is basically warning the player the journey ahead is going to get even tougher from here. And then the narration continues with, what kind of journey lies ahead? Whether or not you can master the badges will hold the key. First we have itai, meaning just what, or what in the world. This adds dramatic emphasis and curiosity. Then dona, meaning what kind of. And after that, tabi, meaning journey or trip. Then ninaru, meaning will become. Then we have no de aro ka. This is a formal and dramatic narration ending. De aro basically means probably will be, and ka makes it into a little bit more of a question. So what kind of journey will this become? Then we get baji for badge, and then tsukai konasaru. First tsukao, meaning to use, then konasu, meaning to master, or handle skillfully. So tsukai konasu means to masterfully use, or fully utilize. Then kadoka, meaning whether or not. Then we get really important phrase, kegi o nigiru. First, kegi, meaning the key. And now we get a brand new kanji, read here as nigiru. The main kun reading is nigiru, meaning to grasp, to grip, or to hold in one's hand. And a common on reading is aku. At its core, nigiru has the feeling of tightly gripping something. You'll see it in words connected to grasping, control, or holding power. For example, nigiri zushi literally comes from the same kanji that used rice as gripped or hand formed. Then expressions like jiken o nigiru, it can mean to hold control over. So when the narration says kegi o nigiru, it literally means to grasp the key. But naturally, this is an idiomatic expression meaning to hold the key or to be the deciding factor. So the narration is basically telling the player mastering the badge system is going to be key to surviving what comes next.
And now that peace is returned to the Fluff-Puff Mountain, it's time to say goodnight and end this video. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And let's see where we end up next after we resume the Petal Islands. Yodelay.